Welcome to the next chapter with Jen Bryan. Today I am joined by actually one of my former students, and I'm so excited to have her on the show with me to talk about her experiences this summer with Opportunities Pathway. So thank you so much for joining me today, Taniya.
You're welcome.
She's a recent high school graduate. And what are your plans for after high school now?
Well, I'm going to be going to college, of course, and I'm going to be studying health. And one of the pathways that I'm going to take is EMT. And then on the side, actually, since they don't really have EMT classes in the college that I'm going to, I will be taking EMT classes on the side, like outside of school. And then I'll go from there and try to get my certificate, try to take my test, and then be able to get my license for my EMT and everything. And right now, I'm actually doing the welding class, which she helped me out with it, of course, and I've been waiting for this for a long time. This week, I think I'm supposed to get my certificate, so I'm really excited, or, you know, everything's really fun.
So we met a year ago as I was your independent studies teacher in a school district and I actually came up with the idea for our Opportunities Pathway after conversations with you and other students when we would meet weekly, and that we didn't really have a plan to how to help you after high school. And so many students don't know what they're going to do after high school. Did you feel kind of like that?
Yeah, kind of. It's just it's hard because there's a lot of stuff I want to do, and I don't know if that really fit me, but I figured it out.
So it's been so amazing to have Taniya with me this summer. So I've been working with Cabrillo High School in Long Beach with the STEM Academy program in conjunction with Long Beach City College to be able to bring students together to be able to learn about different trades. Now, so often high schools do not prepare our students actually for what happens in the real world. What do we do after they graduate? If they're not going to go into a four-year university and haven't been exposed to trade or careers, they kind of get lost in the system. So my job that I created was to be able to fill that gap so students would be able to access different materials that they had in high school. And so much of it this summer has been all hands-on.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you've created this summer?
I've created a pen, actually in this classroom, not in this exact classroom, but next door. And I created my own pen. And I actually did my own nameplate. It's somewhere over there, but I did my own nameplate. When I went to Long Beach City College, right? Mm-hmm. Long Beach City College, actually, we met our own birdhouse, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Can you add a picture? And
you're working full time right now, so you're coming to these classes, providing your own transportation, Ubering here because the district you're from is in a neighboring district within the 47th district, but it is not in Long Beach.
Yeah.
And you've made your education a priority, obviously. Now, a year ago when we met, how did you feel things were going to turn out for you? Did you feel like you were going to graduate high school?
No. I thought I was going to have a hard time. I didn't think I was going to have a job. I didn't think I would be doing this, you know. But I feel like lately I've been getting a lot of opportunities, and it's really been helping me. So.
That's awesome. So what changed for you for feeling like you didn't have those opportunities at the beginning of a year ago when you were going back into independent learning?
Well, now that I'm starting to think about it, I feel since I'm older and actually my job is what's actually been motivating me. Because I'm actually 17, and me to be at 17 having a job it's a big deal. Understand how much money you're making, or at least I'm making money. So it gives me a lot of opportunities to be able to buy the stuff that I want, or actually put money towards like school or anything like that, whatever I need. So it helps me a lot and helps me do a lot of things, like, you know, get here, or if I ever need something for this class, you know, I'm able to get it myself.
That's amazing. So what changed for you from a year ago in education? Like, you know, because it was a very stressful time for everybody, the first year of the pandemic of like learning from home. You chose to continue to do independent study from home, and we're pretty frustrated when we met. What do you think needs to change after being able to come to Opportunities Pathway this summer?
I feel like with the independent studies, I feel like everybody should. I feel like everybody should have more of an advantage to talk to more teachers and have more support, because I feel like it wasn't a lot of support, a lot of teachers supporting the students and actually sitting there telling them that you got this. I feel like there was a lot of like unmotivated students and nobody had the motivation, and some of the teachers were making them feel very unmotivated, and all the work that they were giving to them and not really explaining too much. Even if you missed days of school, it was really hard. Even if you're online, it was hard because they didn't care, and you had to figure it out on your own.
And that had to be very discouraging, you know, like to be at home, isolated from everyone.
Yeah.
And when you came to the program this summer, you didn't know what you were going to be in for, but I told you would have fun.
Yeah.
Did I keep my word?
Yeah, I did. I actually have fun. I like talking to everybody. It's cool.
And you've been able to meet other students, like, you know, from different high schools, have different experiences, but you've been able to collaborate and work with them and create some pretty amazing projects.
Yes.
Every day.
All the time. It's something new I never knew how to make. Like a pen, I didn't think I could do that.
From a wood block.
Yes.
So
I was confused. I'm like, how are we going to make a pen? How are we going to put the ink in the pen?
And that was day one, and you've done so many other projects since then. And, you know, being able to now have access to this program, do you wish you would have had access to this senior year?
Yes. I feel like it would have been more different, though, on my, like, how I would have did this. It would have been more different. I would have probably been more just not really putting in the effort into it, because I'm already in school and I'm already surrounded by all these different kids and what I have going on. So it would have been extremely hard, because plus even if I did have a job when I was in school, it would have been the job, going to school, coming here, just a lot.
That would be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And like having to work out the transportation and logistics and like the strain. So if the school district was able to get you here to be able to do an after school program, and you were getting credit like in conjunction with Long Beach City College like we've done the last couple of weeks, do you think that that would have helped you to overcome that challenge?
Yeah, kind of. It would have helped me, and I would have been able to easier connect more like I am now, connecting more with the students, because I would be like, hey, you know, do you have school today? Or like, you know, what time are you coming? Like, yeah, basically like my other school, like my second school.
Yeah. So as you know, I was a special ed teacher for many years, and I created Opportunities Pathway as a way to bridge the gap between high school and college, to be able to give you that extra additional support. Are you looking forward to anything this fall we have planned?
Well, I heard about this trip. It's in San Diego, and we're supposed to go on a trip to the aircraft, I think.
Maritime.
And and SeaWorld supposedly, I think. SeaWorld. So that sounds really fun. And San Diego's pretty chill. So I feel like it'll be all good vibes going there with everybody.
Yeah. And would you have been able to go on this field trip if through your school district that you graduated from?
Nope.
And do you think that we should do more collaboration between the school districts to give more students opportunities, especially special ed students that have an IEP?
Yeah, I feel like we should, because it'll open more options and open their eyes more and be like, oh yeah, I can do this now. I figured out what I want to do, or like motivate them to do other things and be more happy.
Do you feel better about yourself, like that you leave every day with a project and you created it?
I actually bragged to my friend, my boyfriend. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to my welding class. Yeah, I do welding. I'm going to get my certificate. So I brag about it in a good way, because it's like something different. And it makes me seem really like educated and smart. Like, you know, like I did it on my own. But I have.
And you're doing stuff, so you have that hope again. Like, this is what school can be.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I feel like you felt very discouraged and kind of didn't see the point.
Yes, it was a lot. I actually, all these years, I didn't think I would actually graduate, because I had a hard time, and I actually had IEP, so it's kind of hard, especially because not all the time teachers understand you, or everybody understands you. So and I like to figure things out on my own. So it's really hard, because I'm a headache. I like doing things on my own.
And was it helpful to have me in the classroom with you with the other teacher?
Yes, it was really helpful, because it's different point of views. We have a male teacher and we have a female teacher. And male teachers are way different than female teachers, because they have different perspective on things and how they talk to students.
And like the way that they explain things. So if like you need something re-explained, like the like the look, I know.
The look, how they say it, it's like lucky. Like I feel when a male teacher says certain stuff, even a female teacher, it's just they don't say it. They don't mean to say it in a rude way or mean way to make you feel some type of way. It just comes out wrong sometimes.
And was it helpful that you had teachers that were collaborating and were changing the way they were teaching?
Yeah.
Literally correcting one another and explaining to them like that they, how it would affect a student to hear that.
Yeah, it helped a lot.
And do you think that more students would benefit from a program like this?
But yeah, I feel like they would in many different ways. Because, everybody has different ideas and they can put their ideas into the program. So.
I like that a lot. And then if you had the support at the college level where you were able to have like a teacher like myself be able to support you in your classes, do you feel like college would be easier and that you would be more excited about it, or would have been more excited about enrolling?
It would be more exciting because it's like, you have somebody there to actually help you and guide you through it. Not somebody who's just going to walk away and you having to figure everything out on your own. But, you can always figure it out on your own, so.
How is it when we had to get you enrolled in college? Like, talk about the help.
That's stressful. Getting enrolled in college is stressful because it's a lot of things you have to do. You have to FAFSA, you have to enroll for your classes, you have to figure out the payment issues, all that. I feel like college should be free. It's free, but I'm talking about free meaning you tell them, oh, you want to go to this college, and then they figure out, they actually sit there and help you, not you having to kind of do everything on your own and put your own, just kind of like how my mom used to enroll me in elementary, This is really easy. Now it's like, I do it myself. I don't want to do this.
So was it easier that you had my support and then I got other people to help support?
Yes. All you can relieve for the stress.
Relieve the stress. I like that. So Opportunities Pathway is giving you opportunities, obviously, this summer. Mm-hmm. You're going to continue to work with the Opportunities Pathway. What would you want the viewers to know? What are you taking away from this experience?
I'm taking away a lot. So it's just, I feel like my mindset changed on a lot of things ever since I started coming here. And me being able to share my ideas and sharing, oh, I know how to do this with, a lot of people. People are like, oh my God, you know how to do that? Oh my God, you're so, you're cool. I feel like that it makes me feel special. It makes me feel really different, even though I know I'm different. But, it makes me feel nice to know that I'm the only one that actually can do this, and I could probably help somebody else in my group to, know how to do it.
So we're putting the special back in special ed. Basically rewriting the narrative of having this opportunity because of your IEP all these years, but now you're feeling special because you get to be included in this opportunity.
It's a lot. It's amazing.
That makes me so happy to hear. And I know the viewers are going to be very excited. And until next time, have a great one.